Today we're going to be taking a look at the Scorpion EXO R1 Air in the Corpus colorway, and let's go ahead and unbox it and show you what you get in here. So first things first, you get a helmet, nice little helmet bag there. You get a dark smoke shield. You get a Scorpion booklet, has all the informations on here, and you get a pin lock visor all in the box. Let's throw this over here. So I'll go ahead and show you the helmet. Just undo that right there and pull this guy out. This is what you get. There are other colors available in this pattern, but the blue, white, and red colorway is not available in the US as of right now. The European version of the helmet, which is this, is only ECE rated. It's 2205, and then if you buy this in the US, it's ECE and DOT rated. Should get you on most tracks. So technically it's not road legal to buy a European version and ride on the roads here in the US, although I haven't had any issues with that, and it's still extremely safe. The price for the helmet is $400 for just a blank colorway, so all white, all black, and $430 for the Corpus pattern like this, and some of the other patterns they offer, and then $460 for the MotoGP colorways that are Quattraro and Battista. As far as materials for the shell go, it's a TCT composite that is fiberglass, aramids, and poly resin to make it really strong. It has an EPS foam on the interior of the helmet, and it has an anti-scratch coating on the visor, which I can say it has held up really well, and it has a Quick 3 antimicrobial interior that's fully removable. The helmet's pretty decent on features. You have a chin vent right here that's easy to use with a glove. You have a vent on top of the helmet right there. The visor locks into place with a center lock, and the cheek pads have emergency release pull tabs. You get a standard titanium double D ring, and you have a nice chin curtain here that's removable as well to keep the wind and sound out. The helmet also offers a 5-year warranty, which is pretty standard, but it's good to know that if anything bad happens in 5 years, you're covered. The shield technically has 100% UV protection, even the clear one, although I ride with the smoked one most of the time. The visors are pretty easy to swap in and out. You just pull this little tab right here and it'll click out from either side. The visors themselves have tear-off posts, which are nice if you are going to take this to the track and that's something you need them for. They're in a position that they're not actually in the way, even though it looks like they could take up a lot of your sight. You can't even really see them when you're wearing the helmet. And perhaps the best feature I hadn't talked about earlier is the air fit system, where you can pump up or decrease the pressure in the air in the cheek pads and make a real custom fit, and you don't have to swap different liners in or anything like that. So you can do it on the fly, you can do it for different riders, you can do it if you had a beard and you shaved it, whatever you want. It makes it really easy to adjust that. As far as sizing goes, there are 3 shell sizes. I wear a small in almost every helmet, and this fits perfectly. I don't have any pressure points. It's extremely comfortable. I think the best reason to buy this helmet is for the value. You get a really nice helmet, you get a clear shield, you get a smoked shield, and you get a pin lock insert, all for around the $430 mark, which I don't see many other manufacturers offering right now. I, for one, personally love the design. I think from the side it looks perfect. Looks exactly how you'd want a race helmet to look. The spoiler on the back's really nice, and it's just, double-sided taped basically on there, so in a crash it'll come right off. You don't have to worry about that catching. The comfort, like I said, is probably one of the most important things. I rode with this all summer and didn't have any issues. It kept me nice and cool. I was still sweating, but when it's 100 degrees out, you can't really stop sweating. Scorpion's also been making a lot of designs for this helmet, and I think those are really good because there's a lot of just bland helmet designs out there, and these spice it up a little bit. And you can kind of get any color scheme you want to match your bike, match your gear, whatever you want. So my biggest issues with this helmet, which aren't that big, is this nose guard here that's supposed to stop you from fogging up. Doesn't really work on cold days, so you better just throw in that pin lock they give you. So it's not a bad issue, but it's just one of the little things. Another one is changing the visor. Compared to other helmets I've had, in theory it's not difficult. It's just you have to line up 3 different little plastic tabs. And with a smoked visor, it's hard to do because you can't actually see the whole mechanism under there. And then a small issue with buying a Scorpion helmet is you're spending not quite $500, a little bit less, and that kind of gets you into entry-level Arai or Shoei helmets, which I think this is better value than buying an entry-level helmet with no graphic or anything, but it just doesn't have that pedigree of safety and racing that the rest of those other 2 manufacturers have. You're not buying a Scorpion helmet because you think it is. I do think this is one of the best helmets that's not made by Shoei or Arai. So the last issue I have with this helmet is the wind noise. It's not too bad, although sometimes, depending on your riding position, the wind comes up a weird way and kind of makes a whistling noise. It's not that bad, and if you're riding on the highway or the track or anything, you're wearing earplugs anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's just a little tiny thing. But for a $430 helmet, this has very few cons, and it's by far the most comfortable helmet I've worn. If you enjoyed this video at all, if it was helpful, please let me know. If you have any questions about this helmet or any other gear, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to help you out. But thanks again for watching, and I hope this helped.